Chapter 2, Freedom. I cannot believe, and this is a shame, that I am a 32-year-old man, and this world has me acting like their shoe sizes. And I thought that since we've gained a black African-American president, that mostly all prejudices would become extinct. I thought that freedom was ready to go and ring bells in this country activities, but my guess is not so. The only thing I can do is rock them by myself. Now, I've also thought of another book I'm going to produce for the future, being that I can say I'm an artist and expressing my short feelings with some of my original poetry. As me and a lady friend of mine was walking to a store one day, the store was a longer distance than normal. So on our way, some young white females and males were following us with petty harassment. Well, we both were embarrassed, and she spoke up about getting there a lot faster than the way we were going to take. So as the cars were passing us by, I was thinking, if these people are supposed to be responsible drivers, I told her, why don't they drive responsibly as we were walking on the right-hand side of the sidewalk? Why they drive in the fast lane unless they're turning? I asked her if she was sensing the fumes from the cars or trucks. So I was actually trying to protect us as usual. And did you know that she got upset and left? So I continued to go where I was going because I was supposed to buy her a little pot of flowers, but I bought me a towel set for my place. I've been put down a lot by many people, rich and the poor. I would just say that I'm an outstanding type of guy. Anyways, so why should I worry? I wanted to tell my biological dad that before he was saying to buy a $50,000 ring for this woman he loved. I could hear, but I couldn't talk. I told you we're identical. I thought that if she loves you like I do, you don't have to buy her anything. She loves you, and that's what I know. About me, well, my point about all is that this small discrimination shit has to stop because there's something that I must experience. I like to drive to work. I also like a good home cooked meal sometimes. And oh yes, ladies, guys do like a good change on the menu. So you needs to get it together. I would hate to outcook you, but hey, that's what us men do when you take the time to show concern. I've worked all my life, and it has been unsuccessful in all ways that in life you can think of. It's just pathetic. The lady did try to get me a job, but the job isn't the issue. It's the ride there. It's the big picture, and an issue that's a major topic in this chapter of freedom. I make my own choices in always of life, including on where I'm going and where I need to be. Only God has those choices. I'm so tired of crooked white police officers. If you check my record for driving, the arrests were by white officers. I never had an accident where an ambulance or police were involved unless they didn't catch me. Isn't that the way it goes? I will always stop at a red light, even if I'm drinking and driving. Drunk choices that I made gave me the decision that I want everything done legally nowadays. I'm tired of having to look behind me, looking forward to be harassed by white cops. As I've been reading in the library again, and my new knowledge that I've gained, what I've also thought about the gays, or whatever you call them, homosexuals, is a source on a case of sexual discrimination. As I was listening to the radio, I heard a guy talking about people that don't work in the city of Sioux Falls, South Dakota. All I can say about that is that I'm defenseless because of all those times of saving money to buy a nice car, to go to work and being fired to become a sexual advantage for someone else's purpose is called discrimination. And I don't like to walk to work for that. And that's when the governments in the U.S. should jump into those issues. You should be blessed to see I am, because the stuff that happened to me sure messed up my economical, social behavior as a human being And as a person with normal feelings, I was thinking earlier today how to express the way I feel as my social behavior. Close your eyes and sit there for 32 years and no one helps you do anything but eat shit and piss. Imagine that for 32 years. To others, I'm better. That's the way they feel and don't care to even know how badly I'm hurt at heart. Now, how am I supposed to feel nowadays in life without meeting my biological family, finding my family all these years, and to some of them, it don't even matter. And I'm out of this world trying to buy love and gave up on that and still alone trying to hold on without losing my mind in this crazy cold world of 2010 going on 11. There's a social book that I've read in the Mahoney Valley, Youngstown, Ohio, about relations. And the whites are limiting our relationships in this world because of jealousy. I don't know how much of a fact it is, but I'm hoping and praying, black women, don't you turn your backs on me, women. You know I love you. Then you tell me that even if you do, you know I will always love you, and you know why. Poor Cherokee, I want your equalness as any other black male you've had. Is that too much to ask for? I think the reason women can't hold still with just a few days of patience and are dumbfounded to adjustments for the future. Whatever happened to if you love someone, you hold on to them? Well, nowadays, women ain't worth the smell of their own shit in the mirror, from what I can see, because the same results in a small-minded way, afraid to let the good times roll on in, and not even one of my ex-women are who's worth talking to. What I thought was important was nothing to them. I don't believe in shitty sex. I believe in good sex, no matter what. I tell you this much. Hang on to good sex. Seems like all the material means nothing at all from the way I've been feeling lately. The white females that I had sex with, yeah, it was okay, but not as good as Cherokee sex teaching class, if you know what I mean. I'm also black African American and the other, but let's not go there, okay? About the way I feel on that side of the ropes. I start to think of the canal over in Indianapolis, Indiana. I asked some of my friends, what's the first canal you ever come through? They say the Tooth Fairy. Oh my God, I said no, the birth canal. I laughed because some of my friends make my stomach hurt when I laugh really hard like that. There's so many ways for discrimination, it's a shame. One, the whites know I'm poor after the white courts destroyed my normal childhood. I'm in a struggle with black African Americans, and they know why I'm poor and probably going to stay that way, but perhaps I'll keep my head up for better days. It's either my dick is too small or too big to fuck for free, but sometimes when I do get some pussy, she's experienced with it. Discrimination has a lot to do with what place I work for and what kind of presidents are going into my pockets and the amount. Before I was receiving my Social Security benefits, my Arabian friend always had a job opening for me. Before I worked with him, I was a dealer at a very young age. So was everyone else in the U.S. Plus, during some of the wars, I stayed at my Arabian friend's house. He told me he was an American. I'm upset. It's time this USA lets me go. I've been upset for 32 years. That's long enough, don't you think? Tired of crooked courts. As honest I have been, I should have took the judge's chair. Even the United States chairman, and who cares who gave it to him, because he didn't even care to be cautious about the facts of the law, or explain and share the rights for discrimination with dignity for the states of the U.S., for the Statue of Liberty and the American flag, or the President of the United States of America. Not only can the chairman lose their seat in the Senate, but also the president can also lose their chair of many races without proper action for the right choice for civil Americans. And yes, I do want to meet Obama but not because he's black African American, because I'm also black native African American and part of the Standing Rock Sioux tribe from 48 South Dakota. You know, if I was able and it was worth the ride, money really ain't hard to find. It would be like push-ups. So the hell with bullshit. No talk, just talking about more money, more. And thinking of it and how good those dollars smell while going in and out the cash register. That's worth talking about. Shit ain't funny because who cares what color the person is at the cash register. No, there's money coming out of it. I wonder if there's anyone good in this world other than myself. I wonder if Hollywood even knows a guy like myself exists.